Today on Hacking Hollywood, we're going to get an idea of how the big TV shows and films work. One of the biggest things about set is the attitude. There's this kind of play hard, work hard attitude, mostly work hard mentality that comes from being on a big show. When you're working with somebody for 14 hours, 16 hours a day, you start to get very familiar and very friendly. And you've heard it in interviews, cast call their crew family. And that's what you become. You work so much and so often with these people, you're spending more time with them than anybody else. And so you become this tight group, working really, really hard together. And sometimes you want to hang out and just relax and be together too. You kind of get both of those experiences on set. You can really spot a newbie, a new person to set pretty quickly because they are like a deer in the headlights, or they are starstruck by the actors. The more veteran people on set are really focused and they're chill and they're like, oh, look, it's Jamie Foxx or whoever. You know, they've seen these people before, they've worked with them. Ultimately, they realize the secret that they're just people too. You know, these stars, these Hollywood people, they have families. They go to the bathroom, they need to sleep, just like everybody else. They do all the same stuff we do. They're elevated because their name, their face, their brand is what they use to make a living. There's also a concept of taking nothing personally. Meaning if somebody yells at me or somebody gets frustrated at me or they explode on me, there's about 100 different events leading up to that moment where they're deciding to take out their frustration on you. Obviously, that's not a healthy way to do it, but sometimes it happens when you're working crazy hours and there's a lot of stress involved in the day. A new person can be a target. And that's something you got to keep in mind. The decisions people make about hiring you or not hiring you or asking you to do a certain responsibility is not necessarily anything personal. It's just they need to get the job done. And so they're asking you to complete those tasks so the job can get done. And that's what it comes down to. It's a business decision. So try really hard to not take anything personally. No matter how frustrating the situation is, take a deep breath and it'll all be okay. The majority of the people on set have a specialty, meaning they're really good at one particular thing: hair, makeup, costumes. Unlike the smaller sets where people share responsibilities sometimes, on the larger sets, when there's 60, 100, 150 people on set, people tend to be very specific in their roles and they don't share a lot of responsibilities. And that helps ensure that the job that they've been assigned gets done and there's nothing else distracting them from that job. Especially when safety's a big concern. Budgets, when there's lots of money being spent on a project, they want to make sure that every aspect of the production is covered. And so they hire people to do those specific roles. I'm going to do a whole nother video about why productions are so expensive in Hollywood, so look for that in the description. Another series I'm working on is breaking down the different crew positions, the departments, and the individual roles that everybody plays, and what they do. I'm going to talk about my experience with all those different departments. I'm also going to be interviewing different people in various roles so that they can explain fully what they do. If you got something out of this video, please like or subscribe or share it with a friend. If you have any thoughts or suggestions of videos that you want me to do, please follow up with a comment below, and I'll see you in Hollywood.